Welcome to the first ride of the 2019 BMW S1000XR. For about 1.5 years I have been seriously considering this motorcycle, and this is really the first time I'm riding it. So yeah, this is a very important first ride for me. You guys know that I love a high revving inline 4. This motorcycle has that. It is the famous S1000XR inline 4. Only slightly detuned for more low-end torque and less top-end power. This one is the triple black edition, so it's the facelift. The facelift came out in 2017, and what happened that the first edition came out in 2015. It had 160 horsepower, and after the facelift it had a slight boost to 165. So this is the one with the 165 horsepower motor. Let's see if the S1000XR, which I have been dreaming about for more than a year now, is really the perfect motorcycle for me. And unfortunately it's rush hour, so it's pretty busy around here. Let's see, third gear, 3,500 revs. Of course it's an inline 4. It has to wind up for it to deliver its power. I mean, I'm not saying it's nimble, but pretty agile. But how does the front end connection feels like? I think it held back a bit, but I think that's the traction control. You see, the bike went juddered a bit or stuttered a bit, but that's the traction control. And we're in which road? We're in road mode. Oh, this is nothing. We're still in the baby mode. We'll later put it into the dynamic mode. But so this is the comfortable mode, the road mode, and suspension. It's comfortable, of course, but it isn't as comfortable as a GS, that has to be said. Let's get on a very bad bit of road. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to put it back into first gear. You can also use the Gear Assist Pro from first to second, and from second to first as well, I believe. This is a bad bit of road, and it's still pretty comfortable. When you ride the GS, the big GS, the 1200 or 1250, you have to counter steer in order to move the bike. But with this bike you don't need to counter steer as much as on the GS. So this bike feels more agile, feels a bit more sporty, as it should be, because it's based on a super sport. Oh, I forgot to mention the brakes. They are crazy good, especially the front brake. The rear brake is also pretty good, but the front brake is outstanding. Oh, and I mentioned the front end feel. I mean, let's be honest, it's not a sport bike. It also it isn't as sharp as a sport bike. It's very sharp for a sport touring, that has to be said, but for a sport bike it's still a it's not vague, but it could offer more connection. The quick shifter to gear assist pro works very good, but finding neutral is really a pain in the ass. That's a bit disappointing, but maybe it's this particular bike and not the S1000XR in general. Okay, let's now change the mode of the motorcycle. We were in road mode. Let's get to dynamic mode. Oh wow, you hear the exhaust pop. And a bit more, I get some more connection with the front tire. Still not a sport bike feel, but it is a lot better compared to the road mode. You hear that? The exhaust pops when you let go of the throttle. Nice, and it's a lot more stiff now. You feel all the bumps in the road. Still not as stiff as a sport bike. Oh man, this is stock exhaust, and this already sounds very good. Oh man, what a sound. I really hope that other S1000XRs don't have this hard to find neutral. Oh man, just our luck. It's raining a bit. Oh man, what a sound. Yeah, I really need to stretch this bike's legs on some kind of highway, because we're not doing it justice out here. Oh, that sound is freaking addicting. I haven't even went over 7,000 RPM. After about 5.5, this thing starts to wind up. Oh man, what a freaking good sound. It's a bit wet. Oh man, hell. Whoa. I backed off at the top end. I went from 90% or 80% throttle back to 60 maybe, but it's crazy. Oh man, look at those pops. Oh, in dynamic this thing really comes alive. It's raining, man. Why is it raining right now? Oh man. What a beast. But he still didn't stretch out his legs. Let's try this place. Full throttle. Oh man, I felt the front tire come up. Oh man. And don't forget that in dynamic mode there's still traction control. So it's still on, it's still saving you. Oh man. Oh, what a sound, man. What side should we get on? Oh my god. Just bike, it's so hard to put it into. I hope our battery will stay alive. Oh man. It's raining, so damn man, I don't feel very comfortable like fully giving it full throttle. I did back there, but that wasn't really the top end, I believe, because this thing really delivers its power at the top end like most inline fours. I forgot to mention I'm 1 meter 79 centimeters and I'm on my toes, but if I try I can almost flat foot it. Yeah, what a bike, man. I mean, it's good, it's very good, it's fast, but at the lower end it's not that fast. Typical inline 4 problem. And I mean, oh, nice turning circle, man. I mean, really impressive. Okay then. The S1000XR. Damn, it really that will caught me off guard, because I wasn't expecting it to wheelie that early in the rev range. Wow. Freaking amazing. Let's get back to second gear. Throttle in 6th gear, and it picked up nicely and went away. 130 kilometers per hour, almost 6,000 RPM. Wind protection, I feel a bit on my shoulders, but overall it's pretty good. It's also a pretty windy day today. How should I sum this bike up? It's really exciting when you get at in the higher rev range. As you saw back there, it surprised me. It handles very good for its size, for the amount of motorcycle you have here. It's comfortable. The seat could be a bit softer, but nothing to complain. Front end connection in dynamic mode is also pretty good. Oh, that sound in dynamic mode is really good. I believe the S1000XR also came with Dynamic Pro, but you have to unlock that with another additional key from BMW. I don't think this one has it, and Dynamic Pro is more for a track mode, and in these conditions I will definitely not use that, because that will even pull off the traction control even more, or even maybe turn it off completely. I'm not sure. Oh man, when the front end comes up, like the front end suspension comes up, like the GS, it's really satisfying, like a V8 muscle car. What an amazing bike, man. I mean, it's very good. It's a bit heavy when moving it around while parking to trying it to park, but once it gets going, it's agile. And yeah, I mean, I've been considering this bike seriously for about 1.5 years. And am I disappointed or am I amazed? I think I exaggerated a little bit of how good this bike should be or would be. Yeah, I shot myself in the foot a little bit because I really place this bike very highly, and it performs very good. It delivered, but yeah, when you have your expectations very high, that's not a good thing because you can also get disappointed. I think I'm missing that that soul part that the German bikes lag a bit. The part that the Italians have a lot. But still, man, I mean, it's comfortable, it's practical, you can get it with all the luggage requirements you need. Yeah, I mean, it's a great bike, man. What else do you know? It does everything pretty good. But would I buy it? Ah, that's a good question. Look, I was really convinced that the S1000XR would be my second bike after the CBR 600RR, because I needed something practical, but I also love the inline 4 and I want 1000cc. But now I'm not 100% convinced like before. I'm maybe like 80% convinced, or 70 even. So it's the S1000XR. This is a triple black edition with the cruise control, adjustable ABS, suspension of course. This is the stock exhaust. Front brakes are from Brembo. Absolutely amazing brakes. Rear brake was also very good. That one is from BMW themselves. Make sure to like the video, share it, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.